Today I'm sharing what happened to me since this video went viral, and also how I got into holistic health coaching after working in corporate for almost 20 years and owning a dance business for almost 12 years in London and in Dubai. Many of you have asked me this question, so I'm answering it in this video today. And many of you have been subscribed to my channel for many years. If you're here because of my dance videos, I just want to say thank you and appreciate you for staying subscribed. I'm excited to reconnect with you and bring you more valuable content. So for years, I felt like I was living a double life because I had this marketing career for over 15 years. And also I owned a part-time dance business on the side because dance has always been my passion since very young. I just love to dance. My mom was trying to sign me up for guitar lessons because she played guitar, but it wasn't my thing. And across the hall from the guitar classes, I heard some music and I asked my guitar teacher, I was like, what is that? And she said to me, that's ballroom dance classes. And I was like, this is what I want to try. So I think I was like 8, 9 years old, and that passion for dance started right there. Throughout my teens, I did ballroom and ballet. And then I moved to London at the age of 18, and that's when I discovered belly dancing and Zumba, and quite literally dance saved my life around 2012, 2013. I was going through a very low point, and at that time I was following my Zumba instructor, Maria, who inspired me very much. And one day I woke up broke, jobless, and I had this urge, this gut feeling to teach. And I said to myself that I want to teach and I want to spread this energy that I felt in her class. I really wanted to spread that joy and that happiness. And at that time, I actually didn't know that when we dance, our body is filled with happy hormones, endorphins, right? So that's why even in your lowest moments, you can always count on dancing, because when you move your body, you release any stored emotions. And it doesn't have to be a choreography. If you feel like you have 2 left feet, I heard that a lot. Still try to find a dance class or a movement class that will help you release any negative stored emotions. That's what helped me big time. And that's how I started my dance business. So I opened classes in London, in Putney and Fulham. And very soon women started coming to me for help with losing weight. So I decided to upskill and certify as an advanced sports and exercise nutritional advisor, and that just started happening organically from a place of passion and connection. So that was around 2015. And in 2016, I carried on with my full-time job, but around summertime, my position was made redundant. I knew at that time that was the best thing that happened to me because I was very unfulfilled. I just needed the job to pay the bills. So I took off and I traveled. I went to Ibiza, Mallorca, Croatia for a yacht week. That was amazing. And I went with my friend to Brazil and Argentina. And then after 4 months of traveling, I came back to London, and I think it was like September time. So the weather started changing. I started actually getting a little bit depressed, and I felt I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what kind of job I wanted to take. And I just felt like so disconnected from London. And that led me to booking a coaching session with my life coach, Lydia, who helped me realize that London was just not serving me anymore and I needed to get out. And the funny thing is that in February that year, I wrote in my journal that within 2 years, I'll be debt-free and I'll live by the beach. And around the summertime as well, I went to see a psychic in London, and she said to me that she sees a visa, she sees a lot of Muslims and Asians, and whatever the universe was planning to me was just not on the cards, I thought back then. Because only in September that year, I looked in on Facebook and I was scrolling and I saw my ex-colleagues from London in a beautiful sunny place, super happy. And I saw that photo and I was like, oh my God, this is where I need to be. Literally, it happened like that. And then as it happened, there was a position available in a company that suited my experience very well because my background was B2B marketing in London. And then a month later, I landed in Dubai, and that was 8 years ago. So that's a little bit of a crazy story, but I really believe in synchronicities. When we believe, like truly believe that something is meant for us, that we want something and we truly believe that it's going to happen, the universe conspires in our favor and brings it to us. So once I wrote in my journal that within the 2 years, I want to live somewhere sunny and I want to live abroad. And 9 months later, I landed a job in Dubai. That is not a coincidence. That is a synchronicity because I truly believed in it. But you have to tune in, and really writing it down helps. So write it down, speak it out loud, believe in it, and take inspired action. Because when your energy aligns with belief, universe conspires in your favor, always. And that's how I moved to Dubai. And very quickly, I started teaching dance part-time in Business Bay. And then I had this idea to run a Beyonce-inspired masterclass. But because I was teaching Latin, I really wanted to collaborate with someone who teaches Afro vibes. And then I came across this profile of Bemi. And I saw that she's into fitness. And I was like, oh, I wonder if she dances. And I checked her Instagram, and it's not like she dances. She's amazing. And I DM'd her, we met, we clicked, and we decided to do the Beyonce masterclass. Next thing you know, we're running a 30-day dance challenge during Ramadan, and that was our first dance challenge. And what I think is beautiful about that story is we didn't have a brand at that time, we didn't have a name. It was pure passion and synchronicity one more time, because the challenge was sold out. And it was just such a beautiful experience. And later on, we also invited Nita to join. She was teaching hip hop, and she's just this incredible energy and powerhouse. And I feel like we created magic, the three of us, with our beautiful community of women who were coming to our classes. Some of them every single week. It was like church. So we had sold out classes, master classes, and challenges. And most importantly, we witnessed real transformation in women. And that's how Dance Body DXB was born. But the other side of the story was that I still had a corporate job, and a year into Dubai and a fast-paced life and constantly doing, right? Having a full-time job and a part-time job. A year in actually led to a burnout. I used to think that burnout was a weakness, that there was something wrong with me for not being able to keep up. But the truth is that burnout is your soul whispering that something needs to change, something is not right, and the body's giving you signals to address it. It's a powerful message, and it's an opportunity to pause, reflect, and realign. It's a transformation in disguise. So what if your burnout is your breakthrough waiting to happen? What if it's showing you who you're meant to become next? This is what happened to me, and I decided to leave Dubai, and I went for Vipassana, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in this video. So what happened next is COVID hit. With Dance Body DXB, we pivoted to online classes, which gave me that taste of freedom, and being able to work from home gave me that taste of flexibility. Because I've always been a traveler at heart. I love to travel and see new countries and try new food, meet new people. I want to travel the whole world. So after 10 years of teaching regular classes, I realized I wanted something different. So in 2023, we decided to make this emotional decision to close Dance Body DXB. It was very difficult. It was very hard because we built an incredible community of women. And we've seen friendships and business partnerships being launched on the back of Dance Body DXB. So that was just super inspiring. And I really feel like we left a really good legacy. And you never know what's going to happen. It wasn't easy, but it was time. And Bemi is still doing her thing. And she's kicking ass. And she's doing amazingly. So if you want to check out her profile and check out some of her workouts on YouTube, here's the link. Make sure you check her out. And I stepped into a new role in Dubai. I joined a wellness startup that allowed for flexible working. And then I experienced a life-changing loss. My mom passed away in 2023 at the very young age of only 62, which was a shock to all of our family. It was very unexpected. I think the hardest part is like when something like this happens and the world stops for you. It stopped for me, but everything else just goes on as normal. And I had to go back to work after a week, acting as if everything was normal and care for my deadlines, etc. But my heart wasn't in it, and I was obviously grieving and I was in pain. But in that deep pain, something profound was born, a mission. And I realized that I couldn't help her, but I could help other women in other families. And it made super crystal clear to me that health is everything. And health has always been very important to me. But with my mom's passing, I think it made me realize just how short our life can be. And what's the most important thing is health. And that health is the real wealth. And health isn't luxury, it's a foundation for everything that we do. And now every client I work with, every transformation that I witness, it's my way of honoring her and my way of turning that pain into purpose. I couldn't help my mom, but I can help someone else's mom, someone's sister, someone's daughter, someone's friend. So I trained as a holistic health and life coach, and the journey since then has just been incredible and super transformational. And today I help ambitious women not just lose weight, but truly transform inside and out. So we're not just talking about nutrition and workouts. This is about rewiring your habits, even your limiting beliefs, and stepping into that person that you really want to be. So when I work with my clients, we deal with root causes such as emotional eating or self-sabotage, limiting beliefs, or dealing with stress. So as I like to say it, my approach is grounded in science and so one of the biggest misconceptions I see is women trying to think their way out of unhealthy habits. But here's the truth. You can't build a new mindset on a dysregulated nervous system. No matter how many affirmations you say or how many calories you count, if your body is stuck in survival mode or stress mode, then your mind won't believe them. True transformation begins with regulation. What that means is breathing, grounding, soothing, and then rewiring. That's why in my work, we don't just focus on what to eat and how to exercise. We start with calming the body, because when the body feels safe, that's when the mind can finally shift. And I experienced it in myself as well when I was in constant stress, dieting, couldn't lose weight. And I realized through self-exploration and many courses I took that our nervous system plays such a key role in helping us being the healthiest we can be. But sometimes it's easier said than done, right? Have you ever found yourself repeating unhealthy habits even when you know better? Even know that just there's this one thing that would help you, but you're not doing it? This is not lack of willpower. That's your nervous system trying to keep you safe. It's your brain resisting the change. And most self-sabotage isn't actually sabotage at all. It's self-protection. It's your body saying, oh, I don't feel safe enough to change. That's what I always say. Before you push harder, just pause and listen. The part of you that's resisting the change may just need compassion, not control. Real transformation starts when we stop shaming that part that feels stuck and start understanding it. So that's what's been happening. My journey has led me here to holistic wellness and holistic coaching, where I can combine my love for movement with everything else I've learned about feeling your best from the inside out. I truly believe that our bodies are powerful beyond measure, and no amount of biohacking is going to help unless we build that foundation. You can't build a house from the second floor. You have to start with a foundation, and I'm here to help you on that journey. And now I want to hear from you. What's your journey been with movement and wellness these days? Drop a comment below and let me know. If you've got any questions for me, please drop them in the comments below as well. I would love to hear from you and know what topics you would like me to cover next. And if you're curious about how my clients got the quickest results, how to boost your energy and feel great in your body and start building sustainable habits, check out this video where I talk about how I led a 14-day gut cleanse and how you can transform your health in literally 14 days. Enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video.